I don't know how you do that, Chase.
It's like, well, I think it's just like it's not reactionary. You just gotta do it. You gotta do it on the, it's a rhythm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coming from
Did you think it
coming
sounded
from
good
the
on your
music
side?
guy. Yeah, it sounded good. I thought.
Music guy.
From the music guy.
Okay.
There's a little bit of sass in that.
Yeah.
Sassafras.
A little bit of ass in that.
The music guy.
All right. Are we doing a song?
I think we did already. I
Yeah,
thought.
sing, monkey boy, sing.
Okay. What was that for? Why did you say that?
Sing.
He's Vegeta, dude. Calls everybody monkeys.
No, Frieza calls everybody monkeys.
Oh yeah,
You
that's
get your
right.
Dragon Ball
Never
Z
mind.
right.
Vegeta's still
Kakarot,
racist,
no!
isn't he?
Who?
All right.
Isn't Vegeta still racist though?
No, he's just an asshole.
Yeah, he just eats asshole.
He did eat Bulma's asshole.
Dude,
same.
he bagged the hottest chick in fucking Dragon Ball, dude. That's crazy.
Most definitely.
I don't
And he's
understand.
Oh no, that
It was on
android
Krillin,
though.
punk ass.
Krillin bagged the android though, 17, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Chi-Chi
No.
wasn't all that.
No. The
Hey,
chick
Chi-Chi
Krillin
was
had
just nice.
before the
She was
android.
nice. Chi-Chi was nice to Goku, you know?
She was a great mom. Good wife.
Yeah.
Can't say the
Yeah.
same about Goku though. Terrible dad.
Except for when she
Worst
let
dad.
that dude come up in their house and whip Gohan after Goku died. Or supposedly died. That was a little fucked up. She was letting that man whip him with a whip.
Do you think that
Well-
was racist?
I don't know.
Like
They
it's-
didn't do any of their black characters justice in that show. So.
Piccolo, yeah.
Yeah, especially Piccolo.
No, during the I think it's the Majin Buu arc where they're at the tournament fighting. The black character they have, how stereotypical he talks in the English dub, and like everything about him, it's mad racist. It's real fucked up.
We're talking about Hercule,
Not Hercule.
Hercule's not.
Mr. Satan, or whatever.
No. Mr. Satan was just a fucking lying piece of shit.
Yeah, he sucked. I hated that whole part. I hated his whole character.
All right, I'll find this character's name right now.
Okay. I'm going to do the intro song now. Thank you, Adrian, for nothing.
You're welcome.
I got this so big old song coming through, baby, and I right my wrongs. Do you wanna come back to the dungeon? Fun on the weekend.
Welcome back to the Something Original podcast. My name is Chase,
And I'm Maximilian Garfunkel.
and today we have a special guest. Not very special, actually, because he's ran his
Very
way.
special.
He's ran his way through this podcast. All right, we just had him on 2 weeks ago, and he was on. He's been the longest running guest that we've had. Not longest run. We can't escape him. I promise, guys, that we have other friends. We do.
Mm-mm.
But this is the only one that ever wants to be on the podcast. Welcome back.
That's actually-
Welcome back,
that's
Adrian.
Awesome.
Welcome back, Adrian. Please tell us your life story, how you got
Yeah.
here.
What was it like growing up as a marmoset?
So I was actually raised by the wolves. You see?
I knew.
So every day was a struggle.
Okay. And how did you get to this point?
So I found religion.
Okay.
Okay.
Now it's getting interesting.
Great pasta monster in the sky
Oh, God.
who decides and dictates all of our lives. I am a pastafarian.
Isn't that what Steve Irwin was?
Who?
No.
Steve Irwin?
No, Steve Irwin wasn't a pastafarian. Is this... Wait.
He was a
I know
Safarian, right?
Yeah, but he wasn't a pastafarian.
Terrible joke. Boo.
Yeah, get off the stage.
I'm not even on a stage. I'm sitting on a couch. I'm laying down on a
Throwing
couch.
metaphorical tomatoes at you.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw potatoes at you.
What? Why tomatoes?
Yeah, why potatoes?
I think because they explode and stain clothes. I feel like that's a good.
Potato would be a lot more
And it's-
effective, though.
A
and it's-
potato
yeah,
would
potato
hurt.
would be more. A potato is more effective for pain, but I feel like a tomato is more effective for embarrassment because you're just getting exploded with tomato juice and all that.
I feel like back then, though, I don't think they cared about pain. It's like, I literally hate this guy's performance. I'm going to kill him. I feel like that's what they did back in the day.
I feel like that's what your people did back in the day. I don't know about my people.
Yeah, mine either.
I was
I
gonna
can
say,
see it.
I was gonna
Oh,
say
sorry.
I'm German, and I was like, my people didn't do anything wrong. But then I was like,
Jeez.
it's okay. I actually know a bit about my family ancestry, and like my German side of my family. It dates back to like the 1300s. Like, we know that far back. And we, my great whatever grandfather was like a famous painter in Germany.
Oh, he was part of the Germanic Goths, or Celts, maybe. One of those two. I was just learning about that in my humanities class. I'm educated.
Deutschland. Is that what they call
The
it?
Deutschland.
Deutschland.
Doucheland.
All right, dude, you're a fucking doucheland. You're a douche man. Title?
Land population of 1.
Um,
Me.
What were you gonna say though, Gannon? What were you gonna say about?
there was something I was gonna say. So what did you like to draw paintings of? Was it German shepherds? Because I heard there was somebody else that
Oh,
had
God.
fancied.
No, I think
Painting German
he
shepherds.
actually painted buildings. Like he was into architecture or something.
Oh, kind of like Michelangelo.
I
That's
think.
a sick ass Ninja Turtle.
Dude,
Who's
the
your
best one.
favorite Ninja Turtle? Michelangelo.
Michelangelo.
No, Donatello.
I liked Raphael.
He was low key smart as shit. Raphael was. He was a hothead.
I liked his weapon though.
Mikey's what kept the family together. That's what you need.
Mikey was the comic relief. Donatello was the brains. Leonardo was a cuck.
And Raphael was a bitch.
Raphael. Okay, you take it back right now.
And
You
none of
take it
them
back.
bone April.
Dude, they're terps.
So
What is wrong with you? Find God.
Do you think there's any Ninja Turtle porn?
Rule 34.
Yeah,
of the
you're right.
internet.
But I feel
Rule
like
34.
who's drawing that though?
People.
some extremely horny person.
But like who though?
Who go on fucking Tumblr?
No, I mean, but like who's getting
Fortune.
turned on by the Ninja Turtles? I get Lola the bunny.
I
you
feel like
know?
some people don't even do it for like the sexualness. They just do it because they're weird.
We got to backtrack on that. You say Lola the bunny?
Yeah, bro, people be beaten to Lola Bunny back
First
in the day.
off, Space Jam didn't help that in the first movie at all. Let's be real. They didn't help that problem at all. They made that problem worse.
Yeah, they sexualized that bunny so hard.
I know. I was a kid and I was like, I shouldn't feel this way about a rabbit.
It's like those TikTok trends where they're like, I hope this doesn't. Wait, what's it? What? How's it go? I hope this doesn't spark something within me. Where they're like, it's something like strangely sexual that like pops up as a child, and it's like, I hope this doesn't spark something within me.
Yeah, yeah. Do you
Lola
think
Bunny pops up on the screen.
does that make you a furry though, like low key?
Low key,
No. No.
I think so.
Is there
I
a
was like a kid.
I think
is
it was
there a
younger than 10,
spectrum of furriness?
I think.
I think it would make more sense though than like someone dressed up in a giant ass costume that doesn't even look like.
No, see
humanoid.
that's what I'm saying. Is there a spectrum of furriness, or is there
I feel
just
like-
a furry?
Interesting.
Like,
I would say
if you find Lola the bunny sexually attractive, but you're not dressing up in full garb and you're not trying to fuck a rabbit, that is like at the very left of the spectrum, the very mid of, or the least furry that you could get. I feel like furry honestly is the middle of the spectrum, and then you get bestiality, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Well, okay. The way I
like-
see Lola Bunny, like, okay, you take Ana de Armas, you put a bunny tail
Alright.
on her, put some bunny ears on her, bunny nose, and then boom. Yep, still in it. I'm there. Let's go.
So you're on the spectrum.
I guess so. shit on some bread and call it a sandwich, you know?
We
I do. I want one. I want one.
on a,
Freaking
on a,
meals, getting free food.
what the hell, dude? It's only 5 o'clock here. It's not even time for my dinner time.
5
you know?
o'clock somewhere.
It's
5
7 here,
o'clock.
Dindins.
Have you eaten yet, again?
I haven't eaten anything today.
Dude, I'm sorry. You want to eat something right now? Adrian, share some of your food.
Pass it. Sounds like he's doing
Dude,
something else
I wish
besides
you could
eating.
hear my stomach right now. I'm a little hungry.
I had some, did you go to Trader Joe's yet, again?
No. I don't have money to go to Trader Joe's.
But you have money to go to, like, Kroger?
No. That's still too expensive.
Really?
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree. Okay.
Ooh, I'm in the mood for sushi.
Big bucks over it. This man was just handed food, and he's like, man, I really want some sushi.
I wasn't handed food. I was told I can go get some.
Is there sushi?
He's gonna walk 10 feet.
Yeah, I gotta walk like 10 feet.
But is it sushi?
No, it's not sushi. I've just been craving sushi.
We're making a Hashira chicken tonight.
The
Brag about
Hashi
it.
road right there, and then making chicken.
Yeah, Rengoku came by, and Tenjin.
He's dead.
Nice.
What?
You having shrimp
Disney?
fried rice?
Is dead.
Disney?
What?
Plato is dead. Well, it's like the Kanye West thing. You guys never seen that interview?
I don't follow Kanye West.
I'm kind of blanking. I'm a little high, so.
Well, then get lower and figure out what the fuck I'm talking about, Adrian. Jeez.
Negative. It's a
No, it
negative.
was a positive thing that I said because it was funny.
Do you guys want to talk about that dolphin thing?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Let's bring up the dolphin.
Yes, please.
conversation.
Please bring it. Please bring this up.
Okay,
I
so
need to know more.
So the U.S. government decided they wanted to test dolphin intelligence and to see if they could teach them things, because they're one of the most highly advanced creatures in the world that we know of. So what they did was they wanted it to adapt to like human nature, to get them comfortable with like human intelligence and like human thought processes and all that shit. So what they did was they got this house, they filled the house up with water, and they got these like 2 baby dolphins, I think. And they had a human living in the house with the dolphins. So this lady, it's a woman. This lady is walking around this house flooded with these dolphins, and are teaching them things and like just making sure the experiment's going well. The dolphins start growing up and start like attacking the woman, like start like hitting her in the legs and shit, and like being rough with her, like knocking her over and stuff. And the scientists were like, maybe you need to like, we think the dolphins are getting like sexually frustrated, and we need you to like help them out. And so what she does is she starts jerking off the dolphins. And it worked. It worked. The dolphins actually started paying attention in the lessons a lot more, and they were so much nicer to the lady. And yeah, so the U.S. government basically paid, or just like paid for this experiment where this lady jerked off dolphins. But they realize that dolphins are extremely intelligent with this information, with this experiment.
That was a whole whirlwind of story.
So let me
One of sus.
ask you this: if you were that woman, would you be jerking off that dolphin?
I'd be eating dolphin sandwiches. Let them attack me.
For
eating
$500,000 each jerk.
For 500,000.
Each jerk off session.
I'm eating the dolphins.
It's really
Listen, I'm a fucking alien, but I won't I won't jerk off a dolphin.
You're
I'm
not
a fucking
fucking the
alien.
dolphin. You're just jerking it off. You can wash your hands.
I won't.
After.
I won't even jerk off a dolphin.
You can
No,
wash your
that
hands.
is disgusting.
Bro,
Jerking off an animal?
you put your hands in the grossest places in the world.
None of them are
I was
as
actually in the
weird
HT shop at one point, so yeah. I
as a
actually have
dolphin
put my hands-
penis.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not
Gan-
about like,
Gannon, are
disgusting.
you
It's weird.
Adrian? I don't care. I don't care what you have to say anymore. Gannon,
500,000? You best believe that thing is gonna have the greatest day of its life.
that's what I'm saying each time, dude. So when you're coming out of there,
500,000.
you're like a
Coming.
you're like a 500 millionaire. You know,
Yeah,
500 millionaire.
there's
I got
2
2 hands.
dolphins. There were 2 dolphins. She had to jerk off 2 dolphins.
I wonder, like, how long did it take though for a dolphin to,
They said it only lasted like 30 seconds.
Oh, dude, what?
I was about to say 30 minutes.
Yeah, almost at 30.
Easiest 500,000 of my life, dude.
Yeah. You can literally just like be watching TV or some shit like on TikTok, and the dolphin will be like showing it's like private, and then you look over, just like do a little boop boop boop, and then you're done. You don't even have to look.
Yeah, dude, I would actually probably be more comfortable with that than showering back in boot camp.
What happened at boot
You
camp?
guys are disgusting.
All you gotta
Oh,
do
showering with like 80 people at once?
Yeah,
No, it
dude.
was like
They would
40.
force you, and it was like the showers were set up like fucking water troughs. You just like, it's like you and like your, what were they called? Not company. What's the word I'm looking for, Adrian? Division. Right? And you're circling around these water troughs, not making eye contact with a soul, looking straight up at the sky, just trying to scrub down from a day of hard work. Like, okay, this is weird. This is not necessary.
Adrian,
So,
you would go through that, but you want to jerk off a dolphin.
That was every day, dude. That was
Okay.
every day.
There is a way to maneuver through that without like incidents or anything. Because we learned very quickly, just eyes up. As soon as you fucking soap up, you step out to the side. You fucking cover yourself up when you move. Let somebody else wash off. As soon as they're done washing off, you jump in. Get 40 people done in like 5 minutes. We're very efficient.
We went
I
on
think-
this like field trip in like the 4th grade. Do you remember?
Yeah.
That shit was fire, but we had to take the shortest fucking showers in the world. And I practiced. I was able to take a shower in like 30 seconds. I feel like I'd be really good at this whole boot camp thing.
It's not fun.
It's not hard. It was more annoying than anything.
Like, how annoying.
Like, just these people fucking screaming at you a lot of things for no fucking reason. And then I think looking back, it's more annoying than it was going through. Because going through, it was kind of like, okay, damn, I'm really going to be in the fucking Navy, fucking young and dumb. But, like, looking back, it's like 90% of the shit that I would get screamed at me or fucking was told or even learned doesn't even fucking, like, none of that's happening right now in what I did in the Navy. Like, it just kind of felt like pointless. It just kind of felt like I got screamed at for 2 months just to go into the Navy and none of it be like that. Ever.
Oh, yeah. It was big chillin'. It was big chillin', Big Dad.
Adrian, if you don't jerk off that dolphin in the next 2
I'm not
seconds,
going to jerk off a dolphin.
you're still like not doing it. Me and Gannon
Wow.
are like, I'm all
Yeah,
for
we're
it.
in. locked in.
Y'all could fucking circle jerk some dolphins then.
Yeah, and we'll come
Have
out
had
like
it.
a billion times richer.
Yeah.
No, you won't come. They'll come.
I'm gonna get a Lamborghini. I'm gonna put a giant blue penis on the side of it, painted. Right? I'm gonna go right by your house.
That's
and be
too
like,
far.
"What's up, Adrian? You fucking pussy."
That's
And then you're like,
too far.
"You jerk off dolphins." They'll be like, "I'm rich in modern society."
I'll tell the dolphin as I'm jerking it off that I'm actually Adrian. It's like, I'm Adrian. Find me after
What?
this
That's-
experiment.
That's just weird. And that's even more weird.
No, the
jerking
dolphin's
off a
gonna come
dolphin.
find you, knock on your
Come.
door, and
Sorry.
impregnate
Yes.
you.
The dolphin's gonna walk into rural San Diego
This could be the start of
to
their
come find
evolution.
me.
This
So-
could.
They're like,
I'll
you know
box
what?
a
I
dolphin.
kind of
then.
like these human hands. I'm gonna go find some Adrian butt.
Give me that pussy. Oh, but speaking of, you mentioned Lamborghini. Speaking of Lamborghini,
I wouldn't actually buy a Lamborghini. Just saying. Side note.
well, not really specifically Lamborghini, but it's something I learned. It was part of this fact I learned about Ferraris. Apparently, a lot of people can get blacklisted from Ferrari for some pretty dumb shit. Like if you make like modifications or paint on it or some shit like that, they'll blacklist you. Like if you own a Lamborghini, they'll blacklist you from Ferrari.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Bieber got blacklisted from Ferrari because he forgot where he parked his, and his assistant found it 3 weeks later.
Ferrari, I also heard, if you guys follow like F1 Formula Racing, I don't really, but I saw a TikTok about it yesterday, actually. I guess one of their drivers for Ferrari is like, he's doing decent. I don't know. I don't follow it. But they've been like fucking treating him like shit for the past like few weeks, but he's been like improving. And they just they're treating him very poorly, even though he's like starting to do really good. I forget his name. This is probably a dumb story to even bring up.
Are we
But
starting a hashtag boycott Ferrari?
yeah, guys, if you guys own a Ferrari, literally sell it right now. They are fucked, dude. They like don't even like dolphins either. That's what I've heard.
Are you serious?
That's what I thought. That's what I've heard.
Damn. You guys can keep talking about dolphins and jerking them off. I'm gonna go grab some food because me hungry.
What?
In the middle of a podcast, really?
What?
Dude, in the middle of a pod, like when Trey was on and he was eating that burger.
Well,
Are
he
you
didn't.
serious?
He didn't leave.
You act like I'm fucking
You was leaving.
hopping in the car and driving off. You know, I'm walking.
That's what
10
it
feet
sounds
we-
like. That's what it sounds like you're doing.
You're one of the highest paid guests that we have on here, and you're still not.
Fucking bullshit, because I haven't been paid for this. I've paid you.
You said
Well, that's
what?
why. That's why you're so valued in our.
I think
guest
it's all a matter of
here.
perception.
Make sure you guys sign up for their Patreon, by the way.
Oh, we didn't even plug.
All right, we can plug it while Adrian leaves
Yeah.
us and
Yeah, this
does
would be
other
perfect time.
fun stuff.
Look it up. Look it up.
Anyways, guys.
Still be away from my mic.
Anyways, guys. So Adrian is this big old cuckleberry. What is this?
Sounds like we got more guests.
Oh yeah.
I'm
I'm
drinking
drinking
a beer.
drinking beer.
I want to drink a beer. Give me one of them. Give me one of them Paps.
Beer sounds really good right now.
Yeah, I would like two.
I feel like I can't do. Oh wait, did he mute it?
Yeah.
I think he muted us. All right. Well, anyways, guys, you can find us on not all streaming platforms, but you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Give us a like, give us a comment, subscribe. How does this work?
Hey,
Yeah,
can Dad plug us?
He's like, yeah, we're doing a podcast right now, but we're not actually doing a podcast right now because he's gone. Honestly, we should just commentate on what he's doing right now. So it sounds like he's getting food.
I can't
He's
tell if he was angry or if he was...
there was a lot of yelling.
Yeah, I heard fucking stoned.
Are you stoned,
At one point.
Adrian? Is he coming back?
I have returned.
All right. Well, we
I
didn't
heard
even
Everything.
we heard everything, and it was actually very distracting. We did not plug.
Oh shit, my bad. I still had my earbuds in for the Discordy. So it wasn't food I was offered; it was beer.
Yeah, you're fucking stoned. It sounded like. That's what he said.
Yeah, it sounds like
Oh,
you're
yeah.
fucking stoned, Adrian.
Yeah, I'm fucking stoned. I'm gonna smoke some more.
Adrian.
Adrian.
Hey, Adrian.
Adrian.
Anyways, guys, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Give us a like, give us a comment, subscribe if you like what you're hearing. We also have the Patreon. It's only $5 a month.
$5, you say?
$5.
Foot long. No, yeah, that's right. Only $5 a month. We have Ganon's book, Death Our Friend, first chapter available now. We also have Next Caller, 2 episodes available right now on the Patreon. Go give them a listen. Love you guys. Back to the episode.
Do 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 do.
So I actually have a question for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, okay. This is like a.
What is it?
It's not a fucking ridiculous question. All right. I actually heard this from George Kittle when he was doing an interview about a question they had in their group chat. Who do
Skittle?
you think would win in a fight? A grizzly bear or a silverback gorilla?
Silverback gorilla. 100%.
Grizzly bear.
Grizzly bear.
Grizzly bear.
So you guys are a
Grizzly
grizzly bear?
Yes.
I feel like the gorilla has like more like intelligence when it comes to like fighting with aggression. Like a bear, it's just got like the claws, you know. A gorilla it has like agility
Yeah.
too. It can like pop in and out. It can like boom boom boom.
Bears are fast though.
Yeah, so are gorillas. A gorilla can
bears
climb
also
up
have-
a tree if it wants
Yeah.
to, you know.
Fucking bears.
If that gorilla
have
gets
claws.
close at all, like
Rip to
yeah, it's got
shreds.
opposable thumbs. And it's got a little bit of speed, but if that thing gets close at all,
Ripped to shreds.
it's done. It's gonna be it's right across the stomach with those claws.
I feel like a silverback gorilla could pick up the bear and fling it around.
Do you know how big a bear is?
Yeah, I understand. Do you know how big a silverback gorilla is?
Grizzly bear.
Grizzly bear.
Wait.
All right, guys, let us know in the comments who you're taking in the fight, grizzly bear or silverback. I'm going silverback. It's the right answer. Just
Grizzly bear.
Grizzly bear. The grizzly bear weighs around 580 to 660 pounds.
how much does a silverback weigh?
Probably around like 200-300.
I'm saying like around the same weight. They're fucking massive.
300 to 430 pounds for a silverback gorilla.
All right. Well, I'm still
what
going
is
with the
the-
silverback.
What is the bite force of a grizzly bear?
I feel like a gorilla.
So what's a gorilla gonna do? Is it gonna go in there and punch it?
It's gonna rip its fucking arms off. What do you mean?
I'm telling you, as soon as that gorilla gets close to that bear, Chase, it's done.
Yeah, but the bear doesn't have coordination. Like the fucking gorilla's
How do you
gonna
know?
see it.
Have you seen The Revenant?
Have you seen a gorilla fight a bear?
Have you seen The Revenant?
Who is this?
Have you seen The Revenant?
What are you, Covenant? I'm not religious, man.
The Revenant.
The one with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah,
The one
where
that's
there's,
the one that won him an Oscar, Grammy.
Where there's
Emmy?
literally like
I don't
8
know.
guys trying to kill this one bear. They're like shooting it, and this bear is literally shredding all these people.
All right, well, this sounds like a very fictional bear. If 8 people,
It's
came
based off
to
a
No,
true
it's a
story.
very realistic. Yeah, it's a true story. It actually
It's based
happened.
off a
It's
true
movie.
story.
Have you
based off
seen
a true story.
Planet of the Apes?
That
Also
is
a
a fictional
true
story. What do you mean true story?
It's a true story.
What do you mean by that?
It's a true
What
one.
do you mean by that? What do you mean?
It's
Oh, you think-
predicting
you
the
think monkeys
future.
are taking over the world?
Yes.
Who do you think the monkeys are taking over the world, huh, Chase?
I'm saying intelligent monkeys are gonna start taking over the world.
Mm.
The Statue of Liberty will be underwater or something. I forget how the movie goes.
The Statue of Liberty is the most un-American thing ever.
Yeah, it's so
We have an
stupid.
We have a legit obelisk.
What did you
What?
just call me?
We have an obelisk also.
Ocelot?
Like none of our. I'm literally gonna roundhouse you across the jaw.
Roadhouse.
Great.
We have an
great
obelisk.
restaurant.
We have the Statue of Liberty. Like all of our great monuments and stuff across, it literally is like pretty much based off of other people's culture.
Yeah.
And the Statue of Liberty is Satan, but we're not gonna get into that again.
Huh?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Gannon thinks the Statue of Liberty is based
I'm
off
not the
of
only one.
Lucifer.
I'm not.
But you're the one that brought it up.
The painting of Lucifer, Adrian.
It's a painting of Lucifer, and he's just doing like a similar-ish pose.
It's not. It's bro.
Well, see,
literally
I
the-
always believed the Statue of Liberty was modeled off of Loki, but that's not a story we want to get into.
I mean, like, throughout mythology, that's kind of like the same gist of it all.
But Loki did it first.
I think the Statue of Liberty is based off of the Lady of Liberty.
Which is who?
Who is this lady, huh? Who is she?
Adrian. Adrian, I just sent
Liberty?
you the picture.
He has the save. That's the exact same thing he did.
No, I literally screenshotted it off of the internet.
I
while you
think
guys
the
were talking.
Statue of Liberty is hiding a Titan on the inside.
You see what I sent
That
you,
would be
Adrian?
pretty interesting.
You see what I
I see
sent
the
you,
picture.
Adrian?
I could see why you
face.
think that.
Bro, it's all in the face. It's literally the same face.
I'll come
What?
in your face.
It looks
Whoa,
like
please.
the Statue of Liberty is based off of like a Greek, like just marble statue. Also, the face it looks just like every other like templated face from the Greek.
Why is it so
Greece.
like it's supposed to be Lady Liberty, but it looks very.
Well, I think we were
Lucifer.
very toxic masculinity. There was a big.
Oh, there we go.
We are
Throwing
very
out that big word.
We were very masculine back in the day. We didn't really care what like the women looked like.
I can't even say masculine. Got him there.
Well, you said it, so I was
I don't know
wondering.
what you're talking about.
You did. I heard it.
No, I don't
There's
know what you're talking about.
there's
I don't know
audio.
what you're talking about.
If you
There's no
delete that audio, I'm gonna
I don't know what you're talking
literally sue you.
I literally don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who you are.
Who are
Where am
you?
Who are you? Where am I?
Can we talk about
Get out
Deshaun Watson only getting 6 games suspension though? For Oakland?
Yeah.
So Gannon, do you
How?
know anything about the story?
No.
So I'll recap. Or Adrian, do you want to recap it since you're our lovely guest on the podcast?
I could do a little recapping of this. Basically, I'll give you a little rundown. Deshaun Watson was getting these Instagram massage ladies, like specifically hiring them off like Instagram just randomly, and the Texans were, I think they were paying for it. I think they were footing the bill or something like that, or they knew about it.
Yes.
He was asking them to like tickle his butthole and fucking jerk him off and shit, and
Happy ending. Full.
he
full
was
on.
paying them off. All of it allegedly, but I mean, there's a lot of accusations.
So he had like 25 accusations.
24,
Right?
24.
24. And so
Only
he
got 6 days
no,
6 weeks.
6 weeks. So listen to this, Gannon. Listen to this. So in the NFL, you've probably heard like if you smoke weed, you get suspended like games to like the whole season, maybe
Whole season.
multiple
You're
seasons.
done for the season.
Yeah, if you smoke, it used to. Well, I think they like started being more lenient for it, but yeah, it used to be like if you smoked weed, you were out for the whole season, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you did any sort of performance enhancing drugs, it was half the season to a whole season sometimes, depending on the caliber of player. Because usually, if you were a better player, you kind of got off, whatever. But this man. So I guess the 24 victims came forward. They all filed like a civil suit, right? To just throw all the charges, all the evidence, like what they had, because it was very limited evidence, but the fact that 24 women came forward for sexual assault or sexual violence or whatever against Deshaun Watson should be, taken very
misconduct.
Sexual misconduct. It should be, yeah. He should have been thrown in jail. There was a whole trial, but the judge, concluded that there was not enough evidence. So the word of 25 women who all had the
24?
same 24 women.
So they didn't want to willingly do this at all.
I mean, I think obviously they were paid. Like Deshaun Watson paid them off. He settled also. He settled in court with these women. They were paid, but obviously, assuming you were gonna get something else out of a massage is it's kind of sus. And
Yeah.
Obviously the girls weren't comfortable with this, but they wanted to keep quiet because they figured, this is a very powerful quarterback in the NFL. My word against his isn't going to be that much, but they all came together to file this civil lawsuit because they thought they would have a better chance. It came through. The judge ruled in Deshaun Watson's favor, unfortunately, saying that there wasn't enough evidence, and the NFL only suspended him 6 weeks. A lot of people were assuming he was going to get suspended a year, maybe 2. Some people were calling for him to just be suspended for the remain forever, never be allowed back into the NFL. But only 6 weeks, and even some of Deshaun Watson's supporters are kind of surprised that it was only fucking 6 weeks. That's pretty low bar for the NFL.
To put it in perspective, Calvin Ridley, a wide receiver for the Falcons.
Now the Cardinals.
Yeah, now the Cardinals. He bet on a game that he wasn't even playing in, that he had no influence on. Out for done for the season, suspended for the season.
The entire season. He got he
and it
bet
wasn't
on
even a
one
big
game.
bet.
Yeah.
It was what, 2,000 or less or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, if you have no impact in the game, you shouldn't be punished for that. It's
a
stupid.
lot of people had
just having fun.
all these theories. They're like, oh, well, he could have been in group chats with these wide receivers or people he played in college with who are on all these excuses. It's like he bet on a game he's not playing in. He has absolutely no influence on that at all, unless he's on the field, purposely tanking a game for a game he bet on. He has influence in. It shouldn't be a whole season. Fucking give him a couple weeks. Give him 2-3 weeks.
And there are other, and he was suspended for the whole year.
Whole season.
And there are other players out there who are smoking weed. They get suspended for half the season to a whole year. There are others.
Gordon.
Josh Gordon, who was notoriously always suspended.
Oh my God! What was it, 3-4 seasons straight? He kept trying to come back.
He would go to rehab and then he would get caught again, and it was a whole thing. But the fact that, and there have been other instances where violence against women, didn't Richard Sherman beat his girlfriend or something, or there was somebody beat their girlfriend, only got suspended 3. Yeah, Ray Rice only got suspended 2 games for beating the shit out of his girlfriend.
That's just how that just shows you where the world's at.
Yeah.
To put it even more into perspective, the shit Richie Incognito was doing, all that fucking racist shit he was on. How long did he get suspended for?
I don't even know he got suspended.
I don't even think he did.
I think he
was just openly racist.
Didn't he retire after all that stuff came out?
Oh, dude, everybody was. No, he just recently retired. This
really?
past off season. Dude, everyone was happy. Everyone was so fucking happy.
Yeah, this dude would he was a lineman, and he would just say the most racist, vulgar shit to the people across from him. And just during practice and to teammates, he would just say racist shit. But since he was a decent enough player, nobody really cared.
I don't even think he was that good of a center. He had some talent when he was younger, but he really wasn't all too good, really.
I just don't. I don't get that. But yeah, he faced no consequences, or I don't think he did.
Yeah. I mean, look how long they took to deal with fucking John Gruden shit.
Yeah, and how long they're doing fucking Dan Schneider.
Oh my god.
Dude's not even showing up to court.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, dude, that
Dude
whole
was
thing.
just like, fuck it.
Yeah, isn't he like overseas? He fucking changed the name of the Washington team. And he was like, all right, I'm done. I'm out.
Yeah, he was in like a boat on his like yacht in like Greece or some shit during the court proceeding.
Yeah. Fuck him.
Oh yeah, and our rules don't apply over in Greece.
Oh yeah, you want to talk about that? And what's his fucking name? Aiden Tate? Andrew Tate?
Oh my god, I fucking hate that
Dude,
dude.
how is this motherfucker getting so popular? I know why, but why?
Because he plays a character. He caters to this character to all these dudes who think if they follow the advice of somebody who's rich and he's out there fucking banging models and shit, that they're gonna end up on a boat just like him banging models. And I argue with people about this because they try to, you give them a little bit of logic about that whole shit. Like, they'll be like, women just don't know what they want. And it's like, they do. And they're telling you that this advice is pure shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's disgusting. Like, 90% of women find this shit disgusting. And they're like, women don't know what they want. They want to hurl insults. But it's just like, you're sitting alone in your room advocating for advice that is contributing to the fact that you are alone in your room.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
No.
Gannon, thoughts?
he reminds me of like those red pill people.
Yeah. He's like the alpha. He's trying to be like, oh, I'm an alpha male. I'm a high. What are people saying now? High tier male or whatever. Top
City
tier.
boy?
Yeah, he's not really a top tier fucking mule.
Mule. He is a
Male.
mule.
He is a mule. Like
Yes, if you will.
he got accused. He's been accused, currently being accused and investigated, I think, for human trafficking, for sex trafficking.
No, that's why he used to live in the UK and he lives in Romania right now.
Romania, yeah.
He is like being criminally investigated for human trafficking, and he noted, like, he obviously was aware of it, and he was able to flee the country before he got arrested.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Yeah.
why he's living in Romania. No one's really talking about it. I'm starting to see people talking about it, but yeah, this motherfucker was he was running his own like sex trafficking scheme. He was flying out women, paying them like $100,000 to come out to like spend time with him, but then he would end up selling these women to his rich friends or whoever wanted the women. And he's currently doing the same thing in Romania because he's paid off a lot of the officials in Romania. No one's talking about
Dudes
it.
will swear he's top man. He's top male, top alpha.
No
No,
one
he's
wants to come
criminal.
like 6 feet within his vicinity, but he pays these women to be around him. I feel like that's how he gets the women. And then he has that whole fucking pyramid scheme with the Hustlers University.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Fuck him.
Oh, it's so
And
funny.
these people like going along with it are the stupidest fucking people on the planet. How do you not know you're in a pyramid scheme?
It's a pyramid.
It's a pyramid. It's the Illuminati.
Same.
The funniest thing is these people, they swear by it, but they never have results to show for it.
It's
And
just
that's when they
like
get irrationally angry.
You
So
know
it's
people
like,
personally, Adrian, that like this guy?
No, it's just people on fucking Twitter, land of the fucking terrible people.
yeah. It's like
Awful place to be
it's
on.
all the incels, it's all the people that like you would see at parties always getting rejected by girls. and it's always the people also who are saying like, "Oh, women ain't shit." That look up to this guy, and it's
Hoes and tricks.
yeah,
Sorry.
he's like the new alt-right pipeline, and it's scary.
Yeah. Yeah. They swear by his advice. They'll be like, fucking, a woman's place is serving her man. Like, dude, all of your boxers have shit stains. Fix yourself. Before
He
you
also
even
said
speak on anyone.
back when he was like was he in the MMA or was he like a boxer?
UFC.
UFC.
Yeah.
Yeah, back when he was a UFC fighter, there was a viral clip of him like saying, "Whoever watches anime too are childish," and that's the first. I remember this back when I was like in high school, and I remember seeing that fucking video, and I was heated because I fucking watched anime, and
This guy.
yeah, he's a fucking cuck. That's where I thought that was where like we would all kind of be like, all right, we gotta fucking find this guy and.
Yeah, arrest him for just that even.
All right. Just
arrest him for dissing anime. Fuck this guy.
He obviously doesn't know the power of friendship.
Obviously.
We'll use the power of friendship.
That's what I really don't. I guess I'm speaking to two people that watch anime avidly, but like I don't understand how people don't like just immediately hate anime. I really like. I've been rewatching Fire Force. I don't get it. I know I'm kind of switching off topic.
I
Sorry.
feel like it's got to be slightly racist. There's just got to be. It has to be it.
Wait,
It's
what are we talking about?
We're talking about Andrew Tate. Now we're talking anime. Come on, Chase.
Okay, yeah.
Keep
Okay,
up.
so
Yeah.
are we talking how anime is racist or what?
It's a little
How
bit.
people who immediately hate anime, it's got to be a slightly racist reason why.
Oh, yeah. Or it's just like, yeah, you're uncultured. Is that what you were saying, Gannon?
Yeah, that's kind of how I'm seeing it. Like, I just don't. It's like art, and it's got a good story.
Yeah.
Like I remember I was with people, right? I've been with people in my life where they would literally at first they'd be like, "What are you watching?" And I'm like, "I'm just watching some anime. What's up?" And then next thing you know, they'd sit next to me, start watching it, and next thing you know, they want to restart it. Oh, that's
how it
crazy.
is. Because you get
Oh.
sucked into this fucking awesome story that's crafted. And we were talking about
It
this
was Castlevania,
before.
by the way.
Castlevania?
It was Castlevania. That's the one that I was talking
Great
about.
anime.
Yes, dude, it's so good. Oh, sorry, Chase. Go ahead.
Yeah, weren't we talking about how like anime? Because when you get like like live action stuff, you're limited to like really the possibilities unless you do like CGI and stuff. With anime, anything could fucking happen, and you can create more impactful stories in that sense. Where it's
Fate's a perfect example
yeah,
of animations.
how animation can absolutely turn
Bro.
a whole story a complete 180.
Right, you're not limited to just like human basicness.
Yeah.
Yeah, fictional realism. That's what it's actually
realism
called.
fiction. Yeah.
Have you watched Demon Slayer, Adrian?
No.
No, that is on me and Sarah's list.
Don't
to
watch the
start.
last. Don't watch the last episode.
Yeah, do not watch the last episode.
Don't listen to the last episode at all that we just did. At all.
Okay, cool.
Literally
I was-
45 minutes of it is just.
We know
talking
you don't
about
listen
because
to
I was
us at
going
all?
to after this, but I won't.
You
I won't
weren't.
listen to it.
You weren't, but it's okay.
Yeah, you aren't. It's fine. But
No, I
whatever.
was actually planning to. You don't know
But
my
don't-
life.
You
Don't
told
listen
us
to that
last
one.
time you don't listen to us at all.
Yeah. Listen to the other 3 months of stuff that we've made, but don't listen to the last one.
Gotcha.
Lots of episodes to choose from. Also, by the way, there, Bucko.
I mean, honestly, I'll probably listen to it and just forget what you guys said because Trey sent me a video about the most recent episode of One Piece. And that's like episode 1000 something. And I'm on episode like 90 something.
He explained
And I
how
already
it wasn't a
forgot what was really
spoiler,
fun.
though. You're being a turtleberry.
Listen, because now that's the only how I get from that point to that point in the story is now the only thing on my mind when I watch it.
Or you can just do what you just said and just forget he sent it.
Yeah.
Well,
Why don't you start listening to your own words, Adrian?
Yeah, Adrian. Take your own advice, Turtleberry.
because I'm stupid.
No.
You're not, dude.
Calling
You're better than
himself
that.
No, yeah, I'm a genius, but
Okay, okay.
No, Adrian, God, you're such a fucking...
yeah,
So
I'm
humble.
such
So
a big
full of
fucking
yourself.
idiot.
So humble.
Yeah, I'm just a big dumb idiot. You're right. Yeah.
So humble.
I'm like halfway, you know.
Erect.
I'm book smart, but like
Fully
socially,
forked.
I'm stupid.
So, what?
Damn, this beer is kind of good. You
What
guys
is
ever had
It is pretty
a
good.
Firestone Walker?
Skinwalker?
Fire. Skywalker?
Anakin?
don't know. It might be a Mexican beer,
Oh.
but it's brewed with lime, and it's actually really good.
Adrian, if you want a fun show to watch with your lady, I recommend Love Island, Australia.
Oh, I mean, I could watch that with her. I saw the first 2 seasons, but I watched those with. That was me and my exes. Like that was a show we watched before the
Maybe
breakup.
not. Don't
So
do
I
that
haven't been
then.
interested in. Yeah, I haven't been interested in watching that. Very
It's
much.
it's like such good filler for your life.
No, it's good. I watched the first 2 seasons of Love Island Australia. Like in the first season, fucking Josh and Amelia. I loved those two.
Oh yeah, they were cute. They were cute together.
And they broke up recently. This year, I think it was earlier this year.
Yeah, I don't think we were talking about that yesterday because that's what we've been watching. We've been watching the newest season, and we were just saying like if we met on a reality TV show, there would be no way it could last because it's like it's just so authentic. It's not authentic. It's artificial when you're on
Yeah.
the TV show, and it's super hard to like really get deep and have like a deep connection when there's like a billion cameras everywhere. You got like this small little house that, or it's not small, but it's like everybody's around. There's 13, 12 different people there at all times.
Yeah, minimal privacy.
Yeah. So it's just like, and when you leave, a lot of times you're like on different parts of the country. So you either have to like,
I think that's the biggest contributor to the fact
Yeah.
that like none of those last long, because a lot of these people on the show, like especially I saw in the first season, like they're like, oh, I'll move for you, I'll move for you. It's like you're deciding that for this person you've known for what, a month now, and like yeah, I get it. You've spent every waking second with this person for a month, but you guys are gonna go home. You're gonna have your phones back. You're gonna have your social media. You're gonna have your all your friends and your circles, and
yeah.
people are gonna want to take you out. You're gonna be going all over the place. You're gonna be seeing people probably.
And
Like, 'cause
you're
a lot of these
not
people
going to
have
be able to
major social
lie
lives.
as easy as you were when you were in the
Yeah.
show. Because obviously you don't have like all these other outside things contradicting what you're saying to this one person. Now, like the one person is seeing like, oh, this is a completely different person, actually.
Yeah. And then on top of that, these people also have jobs. So on top of everything that they do, having all these big social lives and going out and working and then being like away from each other after the show and then having to try to find a place to move to that person. Like a lot of them, they just fizzle out because at that point it's just like, I'm doing all this work to uproot my life for somebody I spent 2 months with and haven't seen for like a month now, and my life is like no different or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I could never do it. I could like. I feel like if I was there in that situation, I could try to manage, but like afterward, I'd be like, it probably just wouldn't work.
I was
Like you
I was
said,
gonna
it's too artificial.
Yeah, it wouldn't, because none of them work out, right? Except for that one. What was that one? It's like, Love Is Blind, I think. In the first season, there was Candace and what's her name?
That's actually one I think I started.
Yeah, there was this couple that like.
Is that where they in walls? They have like a wall between them. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they have a wall between them, and you only are able to connect through like the microphone. You know.
Yeah, that
And-
was Love Is Blind. Yeah.
Yeah, Love Is
I
Blind.
saw that with one of my exes.
Are you lying?
I'm dead ass serious. I would
Okay.
never watch reality TV unless it was somebody else watching it. And I'm like, well,
I
you're
won't
taking up
watch
the living room
reality
TV,
TV.
so I guess I'm gonna watch this for a bit.
I wouldn't watch reality TV unless it's like Impractical Jokers. 'Cause those guys forever have a place in my heart. Those guys are fucking hilarious.
They are great.
Didn't they break
we
up
even-
though?
No.
Well,
Oh,
one
I
of them did.
Yeah,
one of them had to get out recently.
Was that?
Oh,
Is there
was it
like
Sal?
a?
Yeah. No, it wasn't Sal. It was oh man, I knew you were gonna ask that. He has like the more narrow face.
Murray?
He
Or
had like a
Joe?
I think it was Joe. Joe sounds familiar.
Joe was like, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
But yeah, didn't he left because he's going through a divorce, right?
Yeah. We didn't have to throw his business out there, but yeah.
Well, I heard there's like another thing, like he's in the middle of like a scandal right now or something. I thought it was more scandalous than just the divorce.
Really?
Yeah, I heard he like. I don't want to say anything, but I won't. I if you want to do your own research, you can, because I don't know personally.
Yeah.
You know-
It was Joe. He stepped out December 31st, 2021.
the
He
date.
announced that he was... I'm on Wikipedia. That's when he
Can't-
left, saying he was going to focus on family issues, and then him and his wife decided they're going to amicably part ways. So I guess he's focused. He says he's focused on being the best father and co-parent to our incredible 2 kids, quote unquote.
Until they move out.
Mm-hmm.
But I was gonna say this, Gannon. I was thinking of doing this to spice up the podcast a little bit, but I was gonna sign you up for a bunch of reality dating shows.
Oh no.
I figured it would be too hard to do it behind your back, so I never like started it. I was looking into it. I was like, how do I sign him up for Survivor? How do I sign him up for like? How do I sign him up for like Love Is Blind? How do I sign him up for like any of these like Netflix dating shows?
You know what we should do? We should
Do-
sign up for The Amazing Race.
Me and Shiloh wanted to do it, kind of.
We should wait till a season till they do like a group thing. We should all do it. I feel
Or
like
we
we'd be
should
so
all
good at
go
it.
on to Survivor.
Oh, dude, Survivor! I'd be the most evil fucking person ever. I swear to God.
I would just be hanging out.
Nah, I'd be evil as shit, deceiving everyone. I'd be
And
like,
I would
I'd
be
be the
like, well,
Dr. Doom of Survivor.
Adrian told me before we came, he was gonna be evil as fuck and throw everybody under the bus.
see, you do that. I'll wait till like day 4 or 5. You don't expect any retaliation and be like, oh, I guess that didn't work. While you're sleeping and there's no cameras, I'm just gonna come up with a rope in your sleep. Just
Well, joke's on you. I have immunity, so.
you're not immune to death.
Well, that's not what the producers told me when I found it in a tree hole.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what you get for snitching on Survivor. Now you're surviving for your life.
What?
Isn't that the point of the show, though?
You just laughed
I
like
guess.
Mordecai and Rigby. You said. I'm not coming at you. Yeah.
Such a good show, right?
So good.
Amazing show. Fantastic show. I can't wait till they're in fucking Multiversus.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about multiverse at all.
We did not.
Multiverses. Sorry, I keep saying multiverse, and I'm like, that's not right.
Multiversus. The new answer to Super Smash Bros.
So I'm gonna be honest. Here's my hot take. I can maybe play like 5 games until I'm bored.
I think that's all of us because we've all switched games at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Yeah, I mean
Like,
it's
we're playing
good.
for honor.
Yeah,
Dude,
it has.
there was a night where Adrian and I were literally undefeated for like what, dude? Like 3 hours, 2 hours.
It was like an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that.
No one could beat us.
Smacking buns, finning soups.
Buns were smacking.
But like I was saying, I just they need to be dropping shit like every week for me to like stay invested with the game.
I'm gonna invest these nuts in your mouth.
I think. Do you have ADHD, Chase? I feel like you might actually
He
have.
does.
I think I do.
does.
But
Because I'm kind of the same way. Like, even with Naraka Blade Point, like I love that fucking game, but we haven't touched it in a while, and I'm just kind of like, I haven't really been jumping to get back to it lately.
Well, I think the skill gap, because I follow the Reddit, and the skill gap they're saying right now is just terrible. So like I think like the majority of the Xbox players that jumped on, they've all fallen off basically because the skill gap just got crazy. Because like the PC players, they obviously dominate, and it's turning a lot of people off from the game. So they're working on fixes. But that's why I haven't.
Nobody was beating us.
Yeah, they weren't really beating us, but I feel like because they also aren't really dropping any new stuff either. They have the event, but I mean, it's like I don't really care.
It's kind of a random thing too. Like I'll log on one day, it's the event. The next day, it's like, oh, this is another event, but it's not like a very prominent thing.
I want something to do other than fighting other players. I want like a story. I just want something. I want maybe like PvP or like I want like an open world. And these are just my wants. I know I can't get it all. Like Multiversus.
See,
I don't see a story.
That's why I try to get you guys into Sea of Thieves. Because it's like an open world pirate based game. It's actually interesting if people get interested in it, especially because operating the boat, you could do it with one person, but it's more of a hassle to do it with one person than with like 4 people.
Isn't
run into
like
other people and fight other people?
What's the other pirate game coming out? Skull and Bones.
There's a pirate game coming out?
Yeah, Ubisoft is making it.
Say that again.
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft?
Ubisoft?
It's Ubisoft.
Ubisoft.
I say hard.
Let me look. What'd you say that pirate game is? Let me look this
I
up.
think it was called Skull and Bones. It's like, did you ever play Assassin's Creed Black Flag?
I think like a little bit of it I played.
Basically, I think like driving the ship has the similar mechanics, but it's like an open world, like, and it's like it's like Assassin's Creed look to it, but it's not in the Assassin's Creed universe.
I need you guys to go to your phone and look up Skull and Bones in Google, because the sponsored right now that it popped up for me is not indicative of the game.
Hold on. we're on the hunt.
Just type in Skull and Bones.
Well, that's what I did, and I see the game.
That's it?
Yeah.
You didn't get any sponsored male thong ads?
No, not at all.
Why the fuck did I do? Why did I? Get
I mean, your phone is hooked up differently than mine, brother.
It's a brand of. This is so fucking weird.
Oh yeah, I see it after I scroll down a little bit, but.
Okay,
these are kind of cool underwear, actually. Hold up.
Oh God, please don't.
Oh, this reminds me. This episode is sponsored by Skull and Bones underwear.
Don't say that.
Skull and Boners.
Missed opportunity for a company name.
Have you ever felt like you needed a boner? Well, here you go with the new Skull and Boners.
Also sponsored by Chia Pet.
Hold on. So is Skull
unrelated.
and Bones going to be open world?
Yes, open world. I think it's gonna be free to
Co-op?
play. Co-op, yeah. It's like
Mm.
a one of those multiplayer. Like they're trying to. I don't know.
Because that's something I'd like equally as much as I was hoping for the Harry Potter game until they crushed my dreams with that game.
Oh, it
No.
says the only thing that isn't on land is combat. That's stupid.
Wait, what?
You can't
I'll be able to
fight
murk
when you're on the
people.
land.
We're
That's
gonna
the
pull
whole
my
point of being a pirate.
yeah, I'm gonna pull my blicky out
So-
while someone's trying to buy some groceries.
It looks like it's
yeah,
only
I'm trying
gonna
to race
be.
somebody to treasure chest and blast them in the back of the head when they think they got it.
Yeah. What about the turtles?
The initial
Another-
release date is November 8th.
Another missing attempt.
God, it's like they want to give you everything that you want in a game except for one thing that's critical.
Yeah,
to
which is
the enjoyment
literally
of it.
going to change the whole way you play the game. Or how you feel about the game.
Like the Harry Potter game, they're giving us open world in Hogwarts, a separate story from the Harry Potter books and movies, and you could make your own wizard, get sorted into your own house, everything you would want in it, except you can't even play it with your friends. You have to play it alone.
Literally the worst thing they could have done. What else
Skull
are you
and
going to do?
Bones.
What else are you going to do in that game?
Skull and Bones giving you open world, giving you pirates, giving you PvEVP, which is you versus computers and people. Except you can't fight on land. You just can fucking walk around and jerk each other off, I guess.
If there's dolphins in the game, it might draw me back in.
500,000 doubloons?
Watch them actually listen to this podcast, make an Easter egg where if you jerk off a dolphin, you get rewarded 500,000 coins.
Guess who's gonna be rich?
Shiver me timbers, am I right? All right, Gannon, I don't need that.
Yay, Chase!
So, okay, so going back to Multiversus, how do you guys feel about the game?
I think it's good. I think it's a little great. On the greatness scale, it's like mid of the greatness scale. But they're really failing on the fact that you can only play with one other friend.
Yeah.
You can't do any like 3v3s, 4v4s. You can't even take 3 people into a free-for-all in like a party. Like it's only a party of 2, which is really annoying.
Yeah, that's super stupid, but I remember seeing like early gameplay of the game, and they had like an 8v8 or not an 8v8, a 4v4 mode or something. I remember there was like a ton of fucking people on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they'll introduce it eventually.
I hope. Oh, if we can
That'd
get
be nice.
all 4 of us.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not ready. Especially if Trey plays Iron Giant. Straight dropping ass.
What do you mean by that?
So he takes the Iron Giant in the sky,
Yeah.
and he drops that ass.
Who else watched Iron Giant religiously when they were a kid? I raised my hand,
I saw it, like,
but I
once or-
realized. You only
did
watched it once or twice?
Yeah, I watched a lot of older movies or like older like animated movies. Like I only saw them like a couple times. Like that Atlantis movie.
Oh,
only-
fire.
I only saw it like 2-3 times in my life. Like 101 Dalmatians, I saw that one time in my life.
What about Treasure Planet?
Ooh, fire.
I've seen
Fire.
that only like a couple times. There was very few that I've like watched over and over and over again. Like Lion King, for some reason as a kid, I loved Lion King. I watched that so many times.
I was one of those weirdos that like Lion King 1.5, bro.
Was that the one that had the little DVD safari?
No, it was like Timon and Pumbaa's side of the story.
Yeah, that one was. I think that's the one that had on the DVD. It had like the little DVD game you could play. It's like a little safari thing.
Oh, maybe. I never did that. I was just like, I'm gonna just watch it, bro. And I get like some Ritz crackers and cream cheese. Yeah, I was a weird child, okay? That was a weird
That sounds like a fucking fire snack. I don't know what you're
Dude, it is, bro.
Were you high when you were watching that?
Chase, I was like 8, but yeah.
Yeah, dude, I was tweaking.
Bro.
You know what's a good snack? You get a salami, or you can even do it with like pepperoni, cream cheese, jalapeno cream cheese though. That's a great snack. Just roll it up after you put it on top.
Ooh, that's fire. That is fire.
What?
You've never done that, Chase?
I don't really dabble in the cream cheese unless it's on a bagel.
What? Dude, cream cheese is amazing. You can do a lot with cream cheese. You ever put cream cheese in a mac and cheese or any meal that requires cheese?
Absolutely
so
not. No.
So good.
I'm white.
Me?
Have you guys ever... I like it as well. Have you guys ever seen Looney Tunes Back in Action?
Oh, that used to be the fucking greatest show before school.
Bro.
I have not, no.
Looney Tunes Back in Action, it's like... Well, it was like a live action with Brendan Fraser from The Mummy. Mm-hmm. And, but, like, he met the Looney Tunes. He was, like, trying to be a stuntman. And they were trying to get some kind of, like, rare not Egyptian, but, like, South American crystal from, like, it's, like, a whole story, bro. But he, like, teams up with the Looney Tunes. That was one of my favorites growing up, bro. I used to watch that all the time. It's called Looney Tunes Back in Action. I think it's actually on Netflix now.
It's not on Netflix. You either have to
$3
on YouTube. Yeah, I'm looking it up. $3 on YouTube, $3 on Vudu, $3 on Google Play, $3 on Apple TV, and $3 on Amazon Prime. So you have to pay for it.
See,
Adrian, how would you like to be our behind the scenes producer on the podcast?
I mean, I'll do it, but
you pull up stuff like dramatically fast. Like,
yeah, it's crazy. You're like Jamie from Joe Rogan.
Well, that's because I got my phone stand right here on the corner of my desk, and my phone is unlocked, or it's right in front of me. And
bro, that's amazing.
I'm fast.
Though. Still,
fast as shit.
I have my phone in my hand just in case I want to search stuff, and I still cannot match your speed.
I just be fast.
We won't pay you until we get popping, but
you can guarantee that you'd be then handsomely paid.
Yeah.
Whatever want to be ugly paid.
Then you can get this
knuckle sandwich.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Okay,
as well.
So now we're going to resort to violence, Mr.
Don't let me
progressive.
Don't let me exploit you.
That's
all right.
Good soup.
I will not allow it.
I will cancel this show right now.
I will cancel myself.
I will
right now.
Cancel all of you.
Yeah, you're canceled first. No.
Well, yeah, I just canceled you.
Oh,
I cancel you back. Expecto Petroleum.
Wow, really?
Expecto
Fossil fuels
Petroleum.
during a climate emergency? God, Gannon, you are canceled.
Oh, dude, you haven't heard? Apparently we're in the era of fuck the climate.
Yeah, we're back to that. You remember back when like George Bush was president and everyone was like, global warming is fake. It's all hubbub. Meanwhile, these polar bears are fucking dying.
The ice caps.
They said ice is cap.
In climate news in Lake Mead in Colorado, it's it's one of like the main supplies for the western region of water, and it's almost empty. It's dropped like 3 feet of water in like the past couple days.
Damn.
We are not doing good. Did you say, Adrian, that we are past the point of no return? Is that what you brought up?
Basically,
Yeah.
almost there.
When the fuck did I bring that up?
No, I thought you said we were in the climate days, and I thought you meant
No,
that's what you meant.
We're in the days of not giving a turtle.
Yeah, I said we're in the era of fuck the climate.
Well, yeah,
No.
we definitely are, but I'm pretty sure I just heard something the other day where we are
Oh,
now.
I might have. The thing is, the news that comes out about that, it's always so back and forth on it's coming, it's around the corner, it's 5 years, 10 years. Like, and I know a lot of people use that argument to say like it's not real. Like, I'm not saying it's not real, but like I feel like it's unpredictable. Like, we should strive to fix it, but it's so unpredictable just to say like if we're around the corner, if we're doing better, if we're doing worse, because it just seems like it's constantly changing.
Yeah. Well, it is, and I'm pretty sure the report came from like the climate. I forget the fucking organization, but it's like people that track it, and it was like a foundation. So maybe it isn't like 100% accurate. Maybe it is just like a scare report, being like, "Oh, we're past the point of no return." Oops. But that's basically what it said. It was like, yeah, we officially passed the mark of no return, like last week.
Nice. I love it.
Oh, did you also hear that fucking Taylor Swift is like the #1 polluter of like?
Oh yeah, because her fucking jet.
Yeah, she fucking takes her private jet. She's flown her private jet more than anybody else, and it's for like the shortest amount of time, and she's polluted over like, I forget. Shiloh got mad at me because I said it was like 8 billion tons of carbon or CO2.
Tomato.
That is nowhere near the amount that she polluted, but she did pollute like 8,000 tons of carbon.
Yeah. And that's why I love. Okay, this is totally kind of going off the rail, but kind of going with what you're saying, dude. Keanu Reeves, bro.
Electric bikes, electric motorcycles.
He'll do electric motorcycles, or he'll ride the subway, bro.
Yeah,
like they're not gonna stop the subway anytime soon. But you don't see this man who's definitely worth more than Taylor Swift. He's not flying private jets around to get from place to place.
Do you think John Wick he's worth more than Taylor Swift?
Yes, absolutely.
I think Taylor Swift is worth more. I'm not trying to.
John Wick and not Keanu Reeves.
Okay, I'm sorry, Keanu Reeves.
Adrian.
Yeah, Adrian, can you pull that up?
I'm looking up Taylor Swift's net worth. You can look up Keanu Reeves.
You mean John Wick?
Shut your mouth, dude.
Keanu Reeves' net worth is $380 million.
No way. Apparently, Taylor Swift is $400 million. That's disgusting. That just shows the world we live in.
Well, she's like a singer. I feel like
she sucks though.
She does.
She doesn't make good music.
Yeah, how does she have $400 million net worth, but Lil Wayne only has $175 million net worth?
Isn't it based on like what you spend also?
It has to. I don't know. Assets.
Lil Wayne be spent.
Yeah, it's like assets, like what you do.
Other fucking business school buzzwords that fucking.
Your name,
who got
like
a business degree, say.
But anyways,
that's disgusting, bro.
I get so they're being labeled as like climate terrorists now, like Kylie Jenner, Travis Scott, Taylor Swift. Who was second? There was
I find that funny because you say Travis Scott. This man literally did music videos with an electric truck in his music video just to turn around and fucking fly his private jet for a 40-minute fucking flight when he could have just drove 50 minutes.
Yeah, seriously. But these people are only taking like 3-minute flights to get to the top of LA to the bottom of LA and shit. You know, it's just stupid as hell.
It's just that at that point, that's just a flex of wealth. They're just like, I am rich and I can fly my fucking plane.
And what else came out? I guess Elon Musk, he has a fleet of cars. His dad came out and said this. He has a fleet of cars and none of them are Tesla. He doesn't own a Tesla. I'm sure you could go to Tesla and get a Tesla, but he doesn't personally like have one. What does that say? What does that say?
I'd rather get a Kia Niro. I heard that one's really good.
What did you just call me?
Ayos mio.
Or
I want that Dutch solar powered car.
The Rivian?
No, it's like a solar power car. A Dutch company is making a solar power car.
Oh, interesting.
I forget what they're called. I'm gonna look it up actually because we brought it up on the podcast last time.
You said what country?
Dutch.
Lightyear?
I don't know.
Lightyear Zero is a long-range solar car designed and engineered by Lightyear in the Netherlands.
I hate the name. Not a fan of the name.
Let's check out what these cars look like.
I heard they're really long. They're not really long, but they have a long body, so it could be like
It's
as
got a
aerodynamic as
that's slanted down, going from the top roof towards the back. It's like a straight slant down.
To be like as aerodynamic as possible to get the max range on a charge.
1,000 kilometers range between plug charging moments.
Oh, that's pretty. Is that good? You said kilometers. I'm American.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
That is 621 miles.
600?
621 miles.
Oh, that's fucking. That's top, bro.
Between plug charging moments.
Plug charging? I thought it was solar charging. I'm literally gonna fucking lose it.
Driving range will vary depending on driving habits, location, and season. 1,000-kilometer range based on 50-kilometer daily commute in Amsterdam during summer. So it's got a range of 621 miles.
But you say you gotta plug it in?
It says plug dash charging moments, so I guess both. I guess it does both, maybe.
So maybe it's like half electric. It's kind of like a Prius, but it's like instead of half gas, half electric, it's half solar, half electric.
Yeah, it says we're on a mission to bring clean mobility to the world by developing scalable solar electric vehicles. So I think it's a plug-in and solar charge, which really would make sense, honestly.
Nah, bro, I want full solar.
I mean, what's the point of having full solar if you can't
we
have
brought
the
the
option to charge it?
We brought this up on the last podcast. How you feel about, okay, hear me out, and Gannon did a really good job of seeing the flaws through this idea, but hear me out. Why don't we just make a wind-powered car? So when you're driving, you intake air, obviously, and that triggers like a fucking, little fucking thing. It's a sensor or whatever. Because we have wind-powered stuff, we have wind turbines. Fucking optimize it. I mean, optimize it to be down. So you're just because like wind turbines, they power like giant warehouses. They power grids at a time. This would be just powering your single car.
Yeah,
Obviously, the science isn't there yet. I don't think. Obviously, like the engineering isn't there. Eventually, and I just don't see why we aren't fast tracking this idea, because that to me it just makes sense, because when you're driving you're intaking all this air, and to like start it, because Gannon also brought that up, to start it is just like you have maybe a little battery or like a big enough battery, I guess, to just kind of give it like a kickstart, to just suck in the air once you hit it. And then once you get that air, once it hits a sensor or whatever, you're good, and it doesn't use the battery anymore.
I mean, I get it, but you also have to factor in that battery has to last for however many stops. How many times you have to stop at a stoplight or a stop sign or yield or a pedestrian crossing.
Maybe
that battery has to kick on every time.
Maybe
pick up for when that wind needs to generate.
Maybe the wind has like a reserve battery. It like kind of builds up a bank for the battery.
I mean, that's what the alternator's for. Alternator's for charging the battery up while you drive.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I don't know. Especially in areas where, wind energy is not so prevalent, it would be kind of useless. It'd be more of an area type of thing than it would be a thing.
I feel like when you're driving though, when you're going like you're getting wind intake wherever you are.
That's more air friction than it is wind.
But it's coming in. It's still like, it's just like
it's still coming in.
It's just like pouring water over like a water mill, because you're still generating that power from like an outside source. You can place a windmill in the middle of the desert, but if you give it enough water to push it down, it's still gonna move it. That's the way I'm thinking about it.
I mean, maybe it's not a terrible idea, but I mean, you have to, you're basically making the car the main source of its power is its own movement. So it has to rely on something else to start that movement. If that thing fails, or something's wrong with that, or that can't be perfected or done correctly, there's no point. At that point, you have a Fred Flintstone car.
So what I'm here asking you for is a 12% stake in my company for a loan of $250,000.
I'll give you a loan of $20 for 99% stake. That's my counter offer.
Is it medium rare?
Always medium rare.
What's your guys' go-to steak?
Rare.
What the fuck did you say?
Rare.
Rare, really?
I like it breathing.
Are you talking cut or are you talking cooking style?
Cook. Yeah.
Okay, medium rare. Always medium rare. Perfect blend of cooked and juiciness and flavor.
I think you can't go wrong with medium rare or medium well.
You skipped medium there and went straight to medium well.
Oh, is there medium? I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe
rare. It's rare, medium, well done. Or I think well and well done are the same thing.
So okay, medium and medium rare are the go-to then.
Yeah, depending on the cut of the steak too. If it's a thinner steak, you could probably get away with doing rare. But like some steaks that are like thicker, like I did a filet mignon one time at Eddie V's and I got it medium rare. I still felt like it could have used another. It's not a flex. Fuck. I'd rather never spend that much money on a steak again. But
you have money. It's fine. You can just brag about it.
No, I didn't have money. That's the thing.
We're broke as a joke. It's fine.
They broke. Adrian.
Holy shit! I just got this Apple News notification. A U.S. drone strike killed Al-Qaeda leader Ayman al-Zawahiri in Afghanistan. He played a key role in planning the 9/11 attacks.
Outside of George Bush, right?
Well, we see that's what we have there on Something Original is the semi-instant updates. You guys will hear this tomorrow.
Yes, absolutely.
And if
breaking
you have an iPhone,
news.
You get that same notification as I did. But here we are. You know, big buns make good coconuts. And
I'm like the Flash of research and news updates.
No, you're like the Quicksilver.
It was me, Barry.
It was me, Barry.
It was me all along, Barry.
Remember back in 7th grade when you came too early? That was me jerking you off at supersonic speed. You ever seen that video, Chase?
Yeah, I saw it.
No, you haven't.
I have.
It's weird flex, but okay.
What?
Act like you've seen videos when you haven't.
Yeah. Brag about it, Chase. Why don't you?
I wasn't.
About it.
I wasn't bragging about it.
Chase, you be strange with the cuts, okay?
What is happening?
What happens to you?
So
Man,
Gana, did you tell us what your favorite steak
I did.
type is?
Rare.
Are you being like serious though?
Like that, like yeah.
Dead ass?
Yeah, as if my ass was dead.
Okay. Why? Can you explain?
I just like the blood, dude. The juiciness of it. The flavor.
You like the blood?
Yeah.
Dracula.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it when
Dracula
you're literally
come.
cutting into it, dude, and it's like, wow.
Yeah, what
I got it
fucking Twilight?
I got it all over my table. I mean, all over my plate.
My steak ain't fucking squirting. I don't want it.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it as well.
Ooh, I really gotta pee right now. Holy shit.
Well, should we end it? We're at 1:30.
Oh shit.
Do you need a chest? I mean, bathroom?
I need a mouth.
Got one of those
Or
too.
a butthole.
What are those people called that like to get peed on?
I don't know, but I
Adrian?
know the act is called a golden
Piss
shower.
fetishes?
Golden shower.
Want me to
Oh
look
yeah,
that up
that's
right
right.
now? That's what it's called, but do you want me to look up what people...
No, please don't. No.
Yeah, we get it, Adrian.
God, we know what your kinks are, Adrian.
Yeah. Jeez.
Lola Bunny.
So this episode is gonna be called Furry Spectrum. I'm calling it now.
Okay.
Gannon, do you approve?
That's fine. Wait,
You were
real quick. Have you guys seen the video? They were talking about in an interview with Oscar Isaacs. This is Star Wars stuff. So if you're listening to this at this point, listeners, and you don't like Star Wars, then you can just leave. But
Unless we talk about other stuff after that.
The Oscar Isaacs, right? In an interview, they're like, so if you could like reprise your role as Poe Dameron for a Disney special, would you? And he's like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah. Yeah, I think absolutely not.
Yeah, I think him and who's the one that played Finn? John.
Jacob Jingleheimer's Finn.
Okay, well, they both like criticized like how the story went, like the sequels went, and they just felt like, because they were both like huge Star Wars fans, and they didn't like the direction that it went in.
I actually saw this interview where this guy made a great point though. Every single story throughout like the history of stories, right? You got the the woman protagonist, right? You got the male protagonist, and it always ends up that they somehow intertwine and become like together. They come together and they are together, right?
Yes.
But never do you see the villain and the damsel in distress get together. Someone said that in an interview, and I was like, oh, well, when you put it like that, super original. That is, I wish I had like one of those buttons I could click right now, like something original, dude. Everyone wants to poop on all the new trilogy. They're like, oh, it's not that good. You know what I'm gonna say? It is that good. Because it's different. It really is. Like when you put it in that point, in that perspective, it's like, oh, okay, I see what you're saying now. This is totally different than anything. The villain all of a sudden just like sees the flaws of their ways, and then risks all of it to try to get some cooch. Coochie cooch.
I feel like Finn's character just they made him take a back seat. You know, I feel like he was supposed to be this big character in the story, and then they just shot him in the foot, basically.
But what are his abilities?
They basically set him up to be like he was going to be able to be like force sensitive. I would have loved that. I would have loved to see Finn be a Jedi and train alongside Rey.
I mean, he was. Didn't they kind of talk about how him and like some of the other clones did have some like force sensitivity in them?
Yeah, I feel like that's where they
didn't
wanted
explore it after.
Yeah, I feel like they that's what they were setting up, like this stormtrooper who realized that he was not in the right system. He escaped somehow, and he found this person who was also force sensitive, and they set up the whole like end fight in that first movie where Finn should have been the one to like also fight Kylo Ren. It would have been cool to see Kylo Ren and Rey both fighting. Or no, it would have been Finn. It would have been sweet to see Finn and Rey fight Kylo Ren at the same time, because I feel like Kylo Ren shouldn't have been shown like to be like not able to fight Rey with like zero Jedi training. So it would have made sense if he was double teamed and still kind of lost.
Oh, you wanted to see him get that double team, that DP.
I think we all would have.
No.
You would have.
No.
Yeah, you would have loved some Kylo Ren DP.
You would have.
No, I think I liked how it was, personally.
Do you like how Rey was Palpatine's granddaughter?
Yeah.
That was
That was kind of
stupid.
strange.
That was stupid. Why did they bring him back? Let Kylo Ren have this struggle internally and be at odds with the new order.
Well, that's why they had to link together, though. That's why they had this weird link together.
Link wasn't in that. He's in Legend of Zelda.
Yeah,
I'm
dude,
gonna
come on, man.
roundhouse you.
Roadhouse.
You keep saying it. It's not even the same word.
Roadhouse.
It's where the show comes from, right?
You know, if there was a turtle for every berry that made up Adrian's brain, he would have about 7 turtles.
Damn.
Wow.
You gonna take that?
Yeah.
You know,
Go ahead. No. Go ahead.
sticks and stones may break my bones,
Boner. Shut up.
but words shall never hurt my feelings.
Gannon, why do you like how the Emperor came back, though?
Because
Like
that,
on the Emperor
can't
Meat
can't
Rodeo.
you? Because that literally just discredits what Luke did, what Vader did.
Luke was a gooch, anyways. He was a straight
No, but Vader changed his mind at the last second and decided like he wasn't gonna let the Emperor kill his son. He went down the wrong path. He realized it, and he did the unthinkable and killed his.
And that's why this shows in real life history, where they think just because they cut the head off of the Hydra, that more heads won't form. You think
you
that
should have
just
shown the
killing
more
the Emperor was
heads.
going to kill the Empire?
It
You know how many-
did.
You know how many psychopaths that Darth Sidious had under his belt? You know,
Then you should have
Bro,
shown
they
one
were-
of those
they're over there celebrating-
psychopaths.
they were celebrating over an Endor with the Ewoks, like, we did it, guys. They didn't double check shit. See,
does have a
throughout the
point there.
entire galaxy that they were
Then
just
let-
running, all of a sudden they just killed one guy. Didn't think about any of his generals or any maybe probable Sith apprentices that he had.
That's how the New Order was able to get so much steam after the fact, because they still had all these generals everywhere, and that's how the New Order was able to kind of rise through the cracks of the Emperor losing
Bro,
his life. You know,
It's a constant repetition throughout history. So you have the first 3 trilogies where they think they killed off all the Jedis, but I mean they have to find still like Obi-Wan and Yoda, and that's another kind of bullshit thing. They didn't even kill fucking Yoda. They were too worried about Obi-Wan. Meanwhile, Yoda was the one that could really train like at least 13 Jedis at a time. Then you got 13 generals right there that can then train apprentices themselves and then build the Jedi Temple back together. There's just so much.
but
it's just-
they could have kept the Emperor dead, but brought up somebody from the ever
They did.
expansive lore.
Snoke.
Yeah, but he sucked. But bring up somebody else. Bring up somebody higher, more fierce than Snoke. Somebody who is legend in the Star Wars universe.
Well, they couldn't put Starkiller in there because Starkiller would just rip everyone in half.
Well, then that's what you do. But set up a situation, or just create a new character like Snoke, but have him more menacing than Snoke. Have him like on like a much higher level than Kylo Ren, or like just have Kylo Ren be this overarching like enemy, and then he comes to terms. He's like, oh shit, I need to like change my whole ways because I'm just
Okay.
He has this epiphany, but then I don't know. You set up somebody else. Why bring back the Emperor?
Okay, this is what they should have done, right? So if they have a Sith, they know that they probably had a Sith stronghold somewhere.
Jar Jar
Right.
Binks.
They
Dude, I was gonna say Jar Jar
They
Binks
should
should
have
have
had Jar
saved
Jar
the
Binks.
universe.
no, Jar Jar Binks should have killed the universe. But this is like, okay, so that Sith stronghold that wasn't made overnight in the last 3 trilogy. They didn't do any kind of reconnaissance afterwards to make sure that they were totally dead. That's literally on them. They
Okay.
like, oh, we killed Darth Sidious, who's literally outlived everything since Darth Plagueis. Somehow, they didn't have any kind of backup plan for this guy. They were just like, okay, yeah, we killed this one, so that means that there's possibly no way it's coming back.
I have the perfect way these movies should have gone. All right.
Okay, here we go.
And I think this is actually what they wanted to do, but they didn't want it to happen for obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
So, first movie, Finn and Rey are both Jedis, obviously. They fight Kylo. Kylo, it's a draw, and that end fight. Everything in that movie still happens, but Finn is still propelled to be a Jedi. Next movie comes along. We know that Rey and Kylo fight on that ship, right? Kylo kills Snoke, but instead of having this like, oh, I'm gonna become the new leader, he like learns that he should be a good guy somehow. But Rey should have like been corrupted by the dark side or some shit. So Rey gets put into a position where she becomes the new Sith Lord. And Kylo gets exiled from the New Order, and then has to team up with Kylo, or he has to team up with Finn. And then in the final movie, you have Kylo and Finn trying to get Rey back to her senses. And she, obviously, we know that she is like this prodigy or this granddaughter of Palpatine somehow. Don't bring back Palpatine, but just hint to it, saying like, hey, she is fucking strong as shit, go kill her, or rule the world, but we got to bring her back. That's how it should have gone.
Damn, we should write a movie.
Agreed.
I should have. What'd you say?
Agree to disagree.
Okay, well, all right, we're almost at 2 hours. This is god damn it, Adrian. Why is it every time you're on this podcast, this is the longest podcast ever?
Because I'm awesome.
You're a possum?
All right, now calm yourself.
Well, how do you guys feel about this then?
I feel good, man.
I feel high.
I feel
Original?
something.
Interesting.
Well, thanks guys for listening to this episode. You can find this on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Give us a like, give us a comment, subscribe even if you like what you're hearing. We also have that Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
It's only $5 a month.
Only $5?
That's right, Gannon. Only $5 a month. We have Death, Our Friend on there, Gannon's book. First chapter available now. We also have Next Caller. Not New Caller, Next Caller. 2 episodes available now on the Patreon right now. Go give those a listen. Guys, do you have anything that you want to tell the listeners before we end this shindig?
No.
Okay.
I love you guys.
Adrian?
I'm kind of...
If you want to make some quick money, jerk off some dolphins. And if you see somebody talking about Andrew Tate, just don't talk to them. That's my only advice. And
That
smoke weed.
that is not real financial advice. You cannot make money after jerking off dolphins. We want to preference that.
You can.
now.
I don't know. Some chick did get paid by the government to do it, so
That was a government experiment. They were trying to test dolphin. Just listen to the beginning of this podcast. It does not work in real life.
I suggest you guys go try to jerk off a dolphin. I won't do it, but
Well, anyways, guys, my name was Chase.
And I was, am, and will always be Gannon. And who else?
oh, and LeBron James.
LeBron James. All right,
Peace.
guys. Peace out.